So, welcome everyone. Oh my gosh, we are in for such a treat tonight.
You are in for a treat.
And Chris McCall are here. They need no introduction because everybody knows how amazing they are. No further ado, guys, welcome.
Hey, Autumn. We are so pumped to be on.
Let me mute everyone. 1 second.
Okay.
You guys can mute yourself. Hold on. Let's see. Mute all. Okay, so go ahead and mute yourself there. I always do that. Okay.
How we doing?
Very good.
Yay.
Are you guys ready to be Zoomed?
Zoom, zoom.
Hey, we're so pumped to be on tonight that we can barely stand it.
We love to talk some plexus.
We will talk about plexus. Here, let's do this. Should we just come over to y'all's house?
Yes.
We'll just come over there. We can sit around. We'll all sip the pink drink and talk. Is that fine?
So are we telling our story? What are we doing?
Yeah. Hey, Autumn, I think what we'll do is, over the last couple months, Susie and I, when we do this, we would like to kind of share our story, and then we'll kind of pause at big moments in our story and tell y'all and give you guys some ideas of some things that we did, most of them just by accident, right?
Yeah, or we'll talk about things.
We lost you. Hold on 1 second. Are you there? Hold on, guys. We lost him.
They're so exciting.
I know. I think they.
Already.
Can you hear us?
Oh, there you are. Yes, we got you back.
So did you like everything we said just then? Is that a really good part of the
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night. Good luck. Sorry. Okay. Are you going to start recording again, or are we still recording?
No, we're still recording, so go for it.
Okay, wonderful, because we're going to need some evidence. Okay, so, Susie,
Yeah.
why did we join this crazy pink drink plexus? What are we doing?
Well, 3 years ago, I could not quit Diet Dr. Pepper. I tried
Thank
everything,
you, Lord.
and I
Thank
could
you,
not.
Lord.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. Yes.
Little background for me, super healthy. I taught fitness classes, and I have my secret bad habit of candy and Diet Dr. Pepper.
This is a bad
And Chris was Mr. Unhealthy.
I mean,
really
guys,
unhealthy.
I was so unhealthy. Yes.
And we had been married at that time for 21 years. We think we've been married 24, but we're not really sure. It could be 23. We don't know. We've lost all track. So anyways, here's what you have to know. Every time I would bring up anything health and want him to exercise, we would what, Chris?
Well, we would fight, Susie, but we got to save some stuff for Dr. Phil, so let's not go too deep into that, right?
So it was a big fight amongst us, his health. And so I had prayed for years. Let me just go ahead and get this out there now. We give all credit for any success we've had with plexus to
me.
the Lord.
No, 100% to the Lord. Like, we literally feel so blessed.
Oh my gosh.
And hey, when we tell y'all our story, our whole thing comes from such a place of gratitude.
Yes, it does.
That's why we're doing this Zoom tonight. Like, you might say to yourself, why are these crazy people on here? Are they like camera hogs where they just want to be on? That's not it. We want to tell you guys and hopefully inspire you to start to fully engage in your plexus business because it exists for you, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so tell them.
So here's what happens. So I tell Chris that I want to, I say, I think there's something to this plexus thing.
I doubt it, Susie. I doubt it. Yeah.
And so I pick up the phone, call my friend. I said, I think we want to get the pink drink because I want to quit my Diet Dr. Pepper habit. She'd quit Dr. Pepper. Chris agreed to do it only because the two of them had bonded over making fun of me because I would exercise all the time and they both hated exercise.
This is true.
So he said he would do it if Danielle was doing it. But really, what was the whole reason that you did it?
Well, I actually wanted to prove it wrong. Susie had suggested that a friend of hers had success, and one of the side effects was weight loss, which I had tried everything and failed. So why not just try one more time? And as soon as I realized that, we had joined plexus, I thought, well, now's probably a good time to get a before and after picture started. You know, the difference was my before and after picture was an hour apart, and we hadn't actually received the products yet.
No, we didn't have any
So
products.
I'm on Facebook, and you can go back in August because it just was 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like poofing out my cheeks, and I go, you guys, Susie says I'm going to drink this pink drink and it's going to transform me. And then I came on an hour later and I was like holding my face back going, she was totally right. This stuff is amazing, right? I mean, it was so classic.
And he had figured out that it was an MLM. And so he was going on and on about, and we're rich. And
yeah, I'm now a Calvin Klein Speedo model. I mean, it was like, we can't make this stuff up, you guys. I mean, like, we're walking around and here I am going, ha, 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 this is funny. And then I did what's called now my post of shame, where I came back on and I was like, hey, you know, sometimes I joke around, but this stuff is legit. I'm like losing weight. I'm feeling fantastic.
Some crazy 19 pounds in the first 30 days.
Nuts.
Insanity.
It was nuts.
But here's what you have to know. He was exercising and eating healthy. First, let me stop really quick. Here's one of those things that we're going to use as a learning tool.
Learning tool. Ding, ding, ding. Learning tool.
So from the time that I told her that we wanted to try the pink drink, because I wanted to quit Diet Nurse Pepper, and she told me you should join as an ambassador, $34.95. You'll get the wholesale cost. Well, I'm a huge cheapskate. I want everything for a bargain, a deal, whatever. So I was like, well, yeah, duh. I want the best price. So I go sit down on my computer to try to order a welcome pack. And what would happen to me, Chris?
Well, she would yell, should we buy the accelerator? And I'd go, I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's something called Probio.
Great, Susie. Let's talk about the Probio. So she would shut the computer.
Yeah.
And then like weeks would go by. And then I would see Danielle up at baseball practice. And she would go, hey, you said you were going to join.
Yeah.
Why have you not joined?
So a couple lessons.
Yes.
Direct your person to what welcome pack they should order. Otherwise, you're going to have the same thing happen where I mean, I'm not kidding you. I shut the computer 10 times going, I don't know what to order, and I don't have time to mess with this.
Yeah.
So give them clear instruction.
Yes.
We've even made a joining video, like a 2-minute video. We send to our people. We go, this is how you join. And we walk them through like the backup order, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then second, this is hugely important.
Hugely. Ding, ding, ding.
It's not important to them. Your people.
It's
important
not.
to you. Plexus is important to you.
They don't know they're going to love it.
You're sitting back going, I'm going to
They're
get
going to join. I'm so excited.
And they are sitting at home going, oh, yeah.
What's on TV?
Whatever. Yeah, my favorite show, Butterfly Forces.
Yes.
And they forget. And so don't take it personally. I'm telling you, don't. Because it's not important to them yet. Okay.
Mom, would you order already? Come on. Right?
Yeah. So, okay. So we finally do actually order.
Yeah.
And we get our products.
Yep.
And we start them with literally like no instruction. I take Slim, Accelerator. I was taking my Claritin D.
Oh, yeah.
2 big cups of coffee.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
I cleaned my house in record-breaking that day.
Yes.
We loved it quickly.
So,
and we started the ProBio and the BioCleanse all in the same day. No slow start.
Oh, yeah, handfuls of it.
If you're not training your people to start the products one at a time and slowly, I highly recommend that.
Yeah. Or you might feel like you've been run over by a truck. Even though we have it and we did not, we know that this is obviously not a good idea just to jump in the middle of the bottle. Okay? Trust me.
And I actually made a file, like a success recipe where I slowly start people. So whoever's in charge of the Zoom, I can send it unless you probably already have something.
Yeah. Okay. So now watch what happens. The products start doing what they say.
They were amazing.
And so let me explain to you how because I really had the hardest time communicating to people what Slim did for me. And that was, it empowered me for the first time in my life to make nutritious decisions instead of hungry decisions. And so every other time that I had tried to lose weight or get healthy, I failed.
Wait a second.
Susie!
He never tried to get healthy.
Yes, I did. One time I exercised like 2 years worth in 2 hours.
But he didn't care about being healthy. He just wanted to lose weight.
I did, but I still failed.
And that's most of your audience.
So the next day when I woke up, I thought, well, that sucks. I'm sore for like 5 days because I'm like running 20 miles and I'm trying to get all the bad decisions I made.
He didn't.
Susie!
He did not run 20 miles ever.
Ever.
Okay.
I know. Okay, but if I did, in my mind, I was a sprinter in the Olympics. But so watch, I started making better decisions. I started eating healthier, and here's the big one for me. I started sleeping for the first time through the night
quickly.
And I mean, we're literally walking around going. People are coming up to us going, "Hey, you were fatter last time I saw you. And I was like, I know, right? And then like Susie's going, this is totally non-compliant, so we're going to keep this on the down low here.
Yeah, everything.
Tell them about your pain issues, Susie.
Oh, so remember, I started just to get off Diet Dr. Pepper. I didn't understand any of it. I didn't research the ingredients because I trusted Danielle. And so I didn't really understand any of it other than I thought it might help me quit Diet Dr. Pepper. Here's what I didn't know. Not only did it help me quit, I haven't had a Diet Dr. Pepper since day 2. No candy since day 1, actually, which is insane. And now that's not to say if I want candy, I couldn't go have it. I just don't eat it every day by the
She
bucket
doesn't
full.
carry it around in a backpack anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I had this horrible heel pain from plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
I remember I taught fitness classes. I love to run. Like, exercising is my fun. And which was so fun for Chris as an exerciser.
It's so awesome when you're married to like a really healthy person. The pressure it puts on you to get healthy is crazy. I mean, like she would be like running by, and I'm like pulling the drapes down, right? I'm like, hey, you're casting a shadow on the game. But I mean, literally, it was a problem.
My heel pain starts going away quickly.
Yeah.
Like within 5 days, I had tried everything for this, everything. Expensive shoes, doctors, you name it.
Little roller thing, it was nuts.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And so by day 5, I tell Chris, I go, my heel pain's getting better. And he mocked me and said,
hey, what do you think? It's that little pink drink, huh? Is that what this is?
And I said, well, it's the only thing I'm doing differently. Well, okay, so let's be reasonable here. I had quit Diet Dr. Pepper and I had quit the candy. So sugar and chemicals cause inflammation.
Yep.
The pink drink happens to have alpha lipoic acid,
Yep.
which helps with inflammation.
So then, go ahead. The next, go.
Here's the other thing. Oh, by day 30, I had no more heel pain and I haven't since then. So I'm like sold on the pink drink for the rest of my life because I work out harder and more now at 43 than I did at 40 when I started. And I don't have any, knock on something, aches or pains. Like I don't take anything. I used to take max amounts of ibuprofen every single day because of the pains that I had. And I thought, I'm 40. This is how the
Susie,
rest of my life
I
is
think
gonna be.
you are hogging the whole Zoom.
Wait, then women, all the women, hormonal issues. Holy
Men,
moly,
hormonal
they
issues.
got so much better.
The beatings were lessened greatly.
Okay, so here I was, and I'm going to stop right here.
Okay.
People say all the time to me, I never would have taught plexus to you because I thought you were already healthy. Okay, first of all, healthy people love to talk about health things. So make sure you're not pre-qualifying people. Make sure you're talk to the healthy people, talk to the unhealthy people, because they all need plexus. Everybody needs plexus to Chris and I.
Hey, yeah, just so you know. So, okay. Susie, Hogger. Hey, we have a code word. It's called pineapples. And if Susie like starts going down a path where I know she's going to be like end up and it's going to be something like this. When I was 9, I skinned my knee on a big wheel. I'm going pineapple,
Okay,
Susie.
go.
Okay, watch. So watch what happens. We made a lot of money when we were first married. Okay, younger. We owned a mortgage company. We had done well in life.
Yes.
Guess what happened, you guys? We went totally broke. Kaboom, right? Like we are literally broke as a joke.
Some of you might remember the mortgage crisis.
Yeah, I think we caused that, just so you guys know. I mean, like, it was so bad. And like we couldn't afford cheese for a cheeseburger. That's the kind of broke I'm talking about.
We're laughing about it now, but let me tell you, it was not fun.
It was
the most
not.
stress
It was a
we've ever been
disaster.
under. Our house was in foreclosure. Our car was the.
Oh my gosh! There was like, hey Chris, why is that tow truck following you around? Is that your friend? Yeah, it's my friend. Yeah.
It was
So
a nightmare.
bad. Okay, but here's what you got to know: the best thing that ever happened to us.
Amen. Yes.
Because thank you, Susie, for the amen.
Amen.
Because we feel so grateful. Okay, so when we got to the fishing business, it was like. We weren't going to make a ton of money, but we were going to have a better quality of life with our family, so on and so forth.
Doing what we love.
Yeah.
Well,
so
what he loved.
I loved it. But so when Plexus came in, and this is another huge point that I'm going to tell you because I'm going to stop right here. We were inviting anybody and everybody that would listen to us. We didn't know anything. Okay, we didn't know anything about the pink drink. We'd never logged into our back office. We couldn't even remember Susie's website. Do you understand, right?
I literally would have to text the girl that signed us up and say, what's my website again?
Yeah,
What's my
what?
number?
That's long, right? Like all of this different stuff. Well, so we are literally telling everybody, and this is my point for y'all. I want you to keep it so simple. Do not overcomplicate this thing. Do not try to like know every ingredient. There are people on this broadcast that know more about the reports in the back office than either one of us do.
For sure.
I promise you. Because like we literally know that those things are important. But we also know what's most important is that you're constantly inviting people to join you.
Yeah,
right?
and if you're checking your back office reports every day and not growing your team every day,
Yeah.
your business is not growing.
Yeah, so like here's the biggest IPA I can give you. It's called a DI. Literally, it's a daily invitation. You have to do it enthusiastically. You have to do it with a little bit of passion. If you joined an hour ago and you're like, who are these lunatics, right? Then you just need to know that you have joined something awesome, okay? And like this company, 10 years from now, we'll all sit around in Hawaii and going, I remember when I was sitting in your living room. Okay, trust me, because it's going down like right now. So, down.
Okay, so here's
wait. So watch. We went Fast Start Gold without knowing what Fast Start Gold was. Like,
we had no idea.
No clue, okay? So we know that's
tried to explain points. And
mock
I was like,
points. We're like, what does
boring,
that mean?
And I don't understand it.
So Susie is telling me, hey, I'm getting lots of emails. I think we're making money. And I tell Susie, hey, who led us to bankruptcy court? This guy, okay? You don't ever make any money in these things, okay? So then,
he mocked me.
Yeah, mock it. So all of a sudden, Plexus sends us our first check. And we're standing at our mailbox, and I'll never forget it. I like tear open the check, expecting like movie money. And
he said, Susie, don't get excited.
Don't get
probably
excited.
Have to take the family out for movies.
Right. And I crack open a check, and literally my jaw drops, okay? I look right at Susie, and I go, oh, my gosh, I think we've done something illegal, okay? I mean, I was so sure that we had done something because I know what it takes to make real money. We could have paid our mortgage 4 times with this check that they sent us, okay?
It was insanity.
Insanity. And so we know that, like, now we're telling you this because we want you to know that you can earn money quickly with Plexus if you're putting forth the effort. Now, when they send us a check,
if you don't do anything, nothing's
no
gonna
check
happen.
is coming.
Right.
No check is coming. There's not a Lexus that's going to suddenly be dropped off in your garage and you go, this thing's awesome, $34.95. You have to work, okay? So as we're cruising through this, here we go. Here comes another point we're going to tell you. We've been just drilling this for our team over the summer, and I'm going to tell you guys the same thing that we tell our team because, man, this is good stuff. You ready? The very first thing that you have to believe in is these products, okay?
Yeah.
You have to have belief in these products.
If you don't believe in these products,
we will fight you. No,
you need to read more testimonies. I'm telling you, like, these products are changing people's lives. They're saving people's lives. I mean, I know we can't say cure and blah, blah, but on this Zoom,
yeah,
I'm telling you, they are like the messages that we get, the posts on our team page every day, we're like,
and we're not talking about, hey, everybody's wearing skinny jeans.
No.
Yay! It's not like that. This is about health, okay? We have taught health from word go. Remember, crazy healthy lady, and I'm just following her lead. And so we always have been, and you want to do the same. You want to revolve your Plexus business around overall health and not weight loss. So
when I would see people back, so I would see people post a pink drink next to a big plate of fried crap.
Yeah.
Right? And they would say, just drink pink and drink. And I would literally yell through the house, oh my gosh, I was going to do this. I can't believe this. We were all helping. I had something I wanted to say. So I'm going to stop another moment here. When we were telling everybody about Plexus, which we still do, we haven't stopped for 3 years, but we were telling literally anybody and everybody, the mailman, the whoever, anybody and everybody, friends. We weren't just like posting on Facebook a post and go, oh, I hope they see my post. We weren't doing that. I was private messaging all of my friends because I know what ailments all of my friends have, PCOS, rheumatoid arthritis. And I was reading testimonies and I was sold. So I'm sending them a message. I'm copying, pasting testimonies, sending them and saying, hey, I don't know if this stuff will help you, but it might. I think you maybe should try it. And when they said, well, how do I try it? I'd say, I don't know, do what I did. $34.95. You're a member, you get wholesale, and you get a 60-day money-back guarantee.
Wah, wah.
I told everybody that for like 6 months. Nobody wanted their money back. So
we couldn't believe it. We're like,
so when I found that out, I was like, ooh. So, but here's my point. Okay, first of all, we were not telling people any of this in order for us to make money.
No.
We didn't even know how to make money with Plexus. We were telling everybody about it because we believed in the products. We were already seeing this huge transformation. We knew it could help them. And so we were telling them for their best interest, not for ours. It had nothing to do with that.
And we've remained that way to this day.
And so it was genuine and passionate and enthusiastic. So like if I were to say to somebody, hey, no, wait, let me back up.
Back up.
Hey, you should really try this pink drink. It's pretty good.
It's a little sweet tasting. I don't know. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they say it'll help with sugar cravings. Well, nobody's going to listen to you. But if you're like, oh my gosh, you have to try this pink drink. It's freaking amazing. You will not believe Chris. Blah. I mean, people listen and they go, okay, how do I get some?
How do I get some?
Okay, so that was my
Do
point.
it with passion. Do it with enthusiasm. We're gonna say that over and over because here's what we know. Your prospects have no defense against enthusiasm and excitement. Like they can't defend against it. They don't know what to do. So if you are enthusiastic and you're excited about your plexus business, which you should, like, here's what we know. We're not on here trying to tell you guys to join. You've already joined. We're just telling you, you need to start building your business right now because like it's going to change. Just so y'all know, I'd say in about 5 years, people are no longer going to answer with what's plexus. When people ask us all the time, what's plexus? 9 times out of 10, right? 9 times out of 10, they have no clue what it is, or if they go, it's that diet thing, right?
And we're like, no, it's not a diet.
So, but here's what it's going to be. I guess 5 years. It's going to be, who do you buy your plexus from? Just like the Mary Kay lady buys Mary Kay. Who's your Arbonne person or who's your Mary Kay person? Yeah. That's what plexus will be. So the more boots you have on the ground, the more team members you have, the more financial benefits that you're going to receive with your residual income. So,
okay, I'm going to make another point really quick. We have 7 minutes. So I'm going to be fast. I did not tell people about the business opportunity for like 6 months because I did not want anybody thinking I was trying to sell them these products to make money. That was my worst nightmare. And I realized after about 6 months of that, I realized I was ripping people off by not telling them. And so this is going to be a mind shift change because what I see and what I know is that a lot of people think they're bugging people by telling them about plexus. They think they're, I don't want to bug them. I'm not going to open my mouth because that's bugging them. You have to shift that mindset.
I think you just cussed.
No, I didn't. I said shift.
She just cussed at the Zoom. It is recorded. I want to see this recording. I heard you under your breath say, okay, children, the kids are crying.
I would admit if I accidentally cussed,
but
I didn't.
I hear babies crying.
The mind.
Earmuffs, kids. Earmuffs.
That's hard to say. So, but you have to shift it to, hey, I am ripping these people off if I don't tell them about the products and if I don't tell them about the business. And people let me just tell you, when we were going broke and we were broke, we were not going around going, well, we're broke.
Hey!
We didn't tell people that. So just because you think Billy and Joe and Bobby are all doing great in their businesses doesn't mean they're really doing great in their businesses.
Right. And so we also figured out that people go after, they're too afraid to it. Like, let me give you an example. We have doctors that have joined our team. We have pharmacists. We have people that leave $100,000 a year jobs to come build their plexus business because it comes with a big old side of freedom. Okay? Freedom with their time, freedom to do it. I mean, it's unbelievable. So rather than just target the girl that's the receptionist or the waitress, get the owner of the restaurant. I mean, you need to make sure that you fully explain to them that plexus is not going anywhere. I think this is the biggest thing that we have learned. Have y'all figured out that we're like the poster children for anybody can do this? Okay, if you haven't, you need to know that. And that's fine because we just do what we do. But watch, you guys need to fully explain to people that plexus will still be here 10, 15, 50 years down the road. Like when Alec Clark came up to me in Maui, I think 2 years ago, he said, isn't it so cool that Macy gets to be a Diamond Ambassador and live that life of freedom?
That's our 13-year-old daughter.
Right? And so like we feel this huge responsibility to come and make sure that we tell not only our team, but y'all that like this thing is here to stay. So if you start building your team now, you're going to reap those rewards. But here's what network marketing as a whole has trained people. You ready? If you get in early, maybe we'll make some money. And then you don't make any money. And then here comes something else in town and they jump in that. Well, that thing's gone. Okay, well, what about this? What about that? We're over here telling you this. You don't win by getting in early with plexus. Matter of fact, it's the opposite. The people that win are the people that stay in the longest because they don't quit. That's literally like, I think that this becomes almost cliche when you go, the only way you lose is if you quit. And you're going, well, I got to have some success, right? And you do. But you have got to start running your pie hole, okay? Run your pie hole. Tell people, invite them, keep it super duper simple. hey, do you want to get healthy and make some extra cash? Okay, something like that would go. How do you get healthy and make extra cash? I mean, it can be so simple. That's your goal. Okay.
Okay, I have to say this real quickly.
Say it, Susie.
So we went enrolled in 6 months, really fast.
Yes.
We didn't know it was fast, but it was fast.
Fast.
We reached diamond in a year. That was fast.
Fast.
But here's what I have to tell you. We have 4 level 1 jewels, emeralds going with us this year to Kona who were not fast. I mean, it took them 3 years.
Yeah.
But they would all tell you that it was worth every second. They worked full-time jobs, and now they've all, well, one of them hasn't retired, but I think she will soon. How cool is that? Like, what if a year into it they had quit, or 2 years into it they had quit? No, they were consistent. They were steady. They weren't the big, like, ooh, rock star crazy.
Yeah.
They weren't. They were consistent, persistent.
Yep.
You know what? You're going to have bumps. They're going to happen. Maybe you didn't notice that we had a back office change.
Hey, back in October, they changed back offices.
Seamless.
Did you guys notice?
Probably
You didn't
didn't
notice? No. Okay.
But those are things that are going to happen in everyday real life. We've seen bumps along the way this whole time. And here's what Chris and I do with those bumps. We just jump over them and we just keep going.
That's right.
That's what you have to do.
The vision is so huge. So when Susie described that, we were sitting in Maui the very first year by ourselves. We didn't have a jewel on our team.
And Chris looked at me and he goes, well, this sucks.
I go, this sucks. We're doing this wrong. So then our whole goal, like this year, I think, I don't know how many people we had qualified, but we have diamonds. We have all kinds of people. And our goal this year, or this coming July, is to have 100 jewels in plexus on our team. And I'm here to tell you guys, if you met the people, they're just normal, everyday people. They're not loud. They're not crazy. They're just
jumping, making crazy videos.
I mean, literally, they just stay consistent. And like some of the people matter of fact, one of them landed in Kona today. She's there like 3 days early. She's excited, and we're excited for her. But here's what y'all have to know. This is just as obtainable for you as it is for Autumn, as it is for everybody. Like, what we've kind of figured out is this. People, you guys in general, plexus people are some of the most loving, caring individuals.
Supportive,
the culture is crazy, okay? But somewhere along the way, the cheerleading, oh, Autumn, you went! Autumn, she's going to Maui. She's going to Kona, right? Well then, but you're not actually engaged yourself. You're
not
cheering.
Even picturing yourself doing
you've already thought, well, this is not,
I'm good for
my auto qualification is on, right? I mean, like, you need to fully engage because this is just as much for you. Or
it's like, oh, well, I'm making like an extra $500 a month. That's awesome.
And I'm complacent there. And that complacent's not the right word. Maybe that's life-changing for you. Right. Okay. What we want you to do is be strategic and be deliberate about growing your business. Do not sit on the sidelines and look up 5 years from now when we're doing this in Maui and you're seeing all the pictures in Kona and we're all going, whoa, and you're thinking, I was on that Zoom. I didn't tell anybody. I went back to my crappy job. We got to go. Listen.
We have to go pick up our daughter from cheer.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
So, belief in yourself is
do you guys want to come with us to pick up our daughter? No, I'm kidding. But listen. Hey, I hope so bad that some of y'all, somebody on this heard something. And here's our last thing we're going to say. We literally pray every single day that the Lord bring people into our lives that would benefit from this business or from these products.
That's the biggest secret.
And so when we meet people and they're out in public, we're sitting next to them on an airplane, they go, it's a single mom and she doesn't know how she's going to pay her mortgage next month and her husband just left. And she goes, this is really ironic that I just met you. And we're sitting here going, it's called Godronic because we know for sure 100% that the Lord put plexus in our lives. So
now,
please.
Whether she does it or not, it's not up to you.
Who knows?
You give her the tools, you tell her what to do, and then you pray that she has success.
Yes.
To her, because this is your business.
Yes.
Take ownership of your business.
Do it. And hey, here's the last thing. You don't have to be techie in order to be able to do this business. So much so that we don't even know how to turn these things off. So we just shut.
Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Oh, did you guys like that?
I did. They're so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Hilarious.
Face hurts from laughing and smiling so much. Oh, anybody else have any comments?